Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or how about just pastor and first lady?
Any pastor
in the United States of America.
Okay.
Just in black churches, the pastor and first lady, even if the love a little rocky, it's still a form of that black love you got to respect. When I think to pastor and first lady, not my own pastor and first lady, because they're very much in love. So much so, Miriam, you've been to church when he bring her up. He bring her up at every other sentence.
You know my baby girl.
Right there. She was with me when I was back in my day. You know how he be. You know, he used a lot of metaphors and things like that. So they truly, truly are in love. But one church that I went to, it was years ago, and they had like a testimonial service or something. You know, when the pastor allows folks to kind of speak their testimony, you know, onto the folks, let them know the good what God's doing. Yeah. Well, guess what happened?
What happened?
The first lady stood up.
Oh.
And he was like, "Oh, my wife has something to say. Go ahead." What I ain't gonna say her name, and tell the church what you got to say. She said, "Y'all up here worshiping up this pastor, thinking he doing something, but I just want to let you know he messing around on me with these little girls up in this church, and y'all fools if y'all stay." And do you know she took off her hat, threw it down, and walked the hell up out the church. For my friends back in Detroit, y'all know exactly what church I'm talking about.
Clutching my MF and pearls.
Everybody was like, "What is happening?" And he like tried to play it off like, "Baby, this is not the time to place." He said, "This is the time of place." It reminded me of like a wait in the cell moment. Get your shit and get out. She's like 740 because she started off calm. And then she was like, "He let me know he ain't shit. He been messing around, blah, blah, blah. And y'all fools if y'all stay up in here. Good day." She basically like, "I want you to have it from the horse's mouth."
Damn it, man.
And he looked crazy at the end.
I bet he did. Shit.
I'm surprised we don't with a church service. I would have had to call it intermission. The assistant pastor had to take over, honey. I don't care if he ain't had nothing playing. You have to recite the ABCs. I don't care what you do.
I had to fake a heart attack.
What? Would you be fake a heart attack? What would you do?
Oh, my chest. Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's that cheating heart. Child, so that pastor and first lady, that's that hood love, honey. That's that hood, black, deep, long love. I'll never forget that. And you know, I think how old I was, maybe about 17. So you know, prime petty. So me and my petty friends was like, "Do you see this?" Could you imagine if that was in the age of like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook Live? We would have recorded it. We would have been that crew. He bounced back though. He bounced back to it, and he like did a whole apology to his wife, to the congregation, to his family, and you know what you gonna say? Like, have we had an episode on cheating yet?
Nope.
Maybe we need to do an episode on cheating and what that means. And you know, personally, Nyambi believes you can bounce back. Your relationship can heal and bounce back from cheating, but you have to. Both of you have to be completely open to that and be willing to forgive and forget. And everybody not cut for that. And you just have to know where you fall on that side of the realm. But I think you can bounce back after cheating. What about you, Niram?
I think so, too. You know, I feel like everybody get a pass. At least once.
Well, Niram, okay, wait a minute.
At least once.
Do you mean physical or emotional cheating? Or you don't count emotional cheating as cheating?
You get both.
Oh, so you get 2 passes.
One of each.
Okay. Nope, Niram. Go ahead, Niram. Nope. No. Now you're tibble-tabbing too far.
Okay. Who is you? I'm Niram. I'm
Nyambi. I almost went first. Shit. You done threw me off. Talking about you get one of each. The hell is this? It's a board game?
Game of life.
It's the game of life, right?
Hell, shit. It depends, though. You know.
On?
Context.
See, that's what I'm saying. You one of them people. It depends on cheating is cheating.
Context.
Cheating is cheating. What depends if the person look good or not? If you know, what's the depends on?
You know, it didn't happen like 3 years ago. You get about that.
Then I argue why you telling them.
I know, right?
You know, to serve yourself or no. Yeah, we need to. I didn't realize we done did 70-something episodes and never did an episode on cheating, like a straight up episode on cheating. Maybe that's something we'll put in the books.
Okay.
Well, I'm not a cheater, so I don't.
Okay. So who is you? I'm Niram.
I'm Nyambi.
And this is 77. Be sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on Black Love Matters. Remember,
what'd you say? On Black? It's Black Love. What do you mean on Black Love?
On Black Love Matters.
With no K.
Black with no K.
Yeah.
And then you can follow me on that Blitter.
Oh, Blitter's still alive.
At Niram.
Y'all got to at least keep Blitter alive through Black History Month.
You know, I post once in a while.
Keep it alive at least to March.
I'm going to try to keep it, hope alive.
Keep it alive. I don't know why it's not catching on. I'm telling you,
Well,
whoever did Blitter, you just need to go get Black Planet, and all of us can just reactivate our accounts. And just give everybody access to reactivate their account, and it'd be lit. The thing is, you don't have to do no new shit, really. Just make sure everything up to date. So get up in them. Do they still have chat rooms now? Mm-hmm. Like, no, it's chat rooms a thing now.
No.
Bring fucking chat rooms back. Do you remember you just be in chat rooms talking to random motherfuckers? Mm-hmm. Bring chat rooms back, Black Planet.
ASL.
ASL. Oh, stop. But also, really, that's not a thing, though?
What's your ASL?
Age, sex, and location. Me, old enough.
Oh.
Sex, not your business.
Oh.
And location, white ass New England. See, that's what I said. Everybody too woke for it now. You won't know who the hell you talking to, honey, okay? Are we doing a check-in there?
Yeah, what we got?
Well, the first thing I want to check in about is that, y'all, we had us a really good date night this weekend. Like, you remember we were saying we're trying to really be up on top of that date night and making sure we're doing it. Well, we did, and what we did, we went to go see The Color Purple on Broadway, actually in Boston. It was wonderful. What you think about Color Purple, Nero?
It was good. You told Harpo to beat me.
Come on. The key was that, I don't see the movies, I don't read the books, right? But even in the scene, when I tell you those folks on Broadway acted the fuck out of that with a K, they acted the fuck out of that. And it was like, even now, being this age, I feel like I digested it a little different. I feel like I almost need to go back and reread the book, right? To get a greater appreciation. Because I read it when I was younger, like in my teens, high school, early college, right? But I feel like I need to go back and reread it. Because a lot of those characters, like I said, I know the story. Like, I could probably get up there and act it myself. But being, lived a little bit life, a little bit older, some of that shit touch a little bit longer. Right? So, we kind of tease about that. You told Harpo to beat me. But we forget the line that Celie did before. When Harpo was talking with Celie and Mr. talking about, she just won't act right. She just always above and beyond. Like, she won't listen to me. Instead of them saying, why don't you talk to your wife? You know what Celie said? Well, if you want her to be like me, you got to beat her.
No,
God damn. Yeah. Like, what, sis? Like, that ain't hit you on a different, that ain't hit you, maybe because me as a woman, that ain't hit you, well, as a loudmouth black girl, that hit me in the throat. Because that's symbolic of everything, right? It might not be physical beating, but it's like an emotional or verbal beating. So if loudmouth black girls don't stay in line, the only way to get them in line is to abuse them, right? To break them down, to break them. Like horses and shit. Right? No, I'm serious.
Like horses?
Like horses and shit.
Okay.
So I think, like, just being older and it just meant different stuff. Not that I was younger, like, I get it, I digested it, but just living it and being in a space where you have been a loudmouth black girl and they've called you a bitch or outspoken or not easily pleased, and then for the answer to be, we gotta beat her ass.
Oh, shit.
Like, that ain't, damn. And what it did, it broke her a little, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. She ain't stay down forever.
No, her ass got the fuck on.
Come on.
She got the fuck out
that's
of there.
A different strength to be able to leave.
She left.
So, just recognizing those things. Also, when this is the first time ever I had any empathy or sympathy for Mr.
You mean Albert?
Oh, whatever. Albert, honey. For Danny Glover. Because in the book, I ain't had no sympathy for him. And on the movie, I damn near ain't had no empathy for him, right? But in the stage play, I don't know if it's how the actor depicted it, but I had just a tinge bit of sympathy for him, right? Because at the end, when he was trying to do right, because I even think back to the movie and the book when he tried to straighten up, I was like, yeah, nigga, whatever, false generosity, right?
Right.
But in this, I was like, oh, when he gave his little dialogue about saying, like, all I know is hate, all I know is to be beaten, and this is all I know, so I'm just doing what I know when I'm trying my best, right?
Right.
To move forward. And it's that idea that hurt people. So, it's a little, now I ain't saying Celie should go back with him, but it's just a little bit of, I see you, bro, right?
Right.
I see where that pain come from, right? You've just been in pain all these years. And instead of processing that pain and going through that pain, you put that pain on others. And I think that was the first time I really had just a tinge, not for long, but just a tinge of empathy for him.
So you saying Mr. ain't had no joy?
He ain't had, shut up. First of all, you've had joy. Mr. ain't had no joy, no nothing. You hear me? And it's like it's the first time I heard him. I've heard him. Like I've listened, but I've never heard him. But I heard him like, well, damn, what do we expect him to do, right? If he don't know no better. Coming straight in the context. So what, he one generation out of slavery? Yep. If that, half a generation maybe? Hell, he could have been in it.
Right.
And all he got is this land. and all he knows is whooping up on ass. His daddy whipped his ass. His daddy whipped his ass.
Right.
His daddy master whipped his ass. What is he supposed to know? He don't know about hugs and shit. He don't know about open dialogue and communication. What the fuck you expected him to do? Sit down with Celie? No.
Nah.
So I don't know. It was just that different type of conversation, and also seeing Suge in a different light too.
You know, Suge is the modern day pansexual, polyamorous.
Suge is she gotta have it, honey.
Suge is Nola Darla.
Suge is Nola Darling of 1930s, 20s, whatever this said. 1900. No, I think it's 1900s. I think.
Suge want to be loved by anybody that want to love her.
Suge was just, if you love me, I fucking love you. And Poe Miss Celie might have been bisexual too. I don't know.
Right.
Who knows? But Suge, I guarantee you, she'll go with whoever love her. The dog's still taking care of her. She used to go with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But even just that idea with Suge, how everybody kept, like, you know, I don't know. Like how she was a hoe. Well, Suge, did you do hoish things? We ain't just talking about what you wear. We're taking people men's and shit.
Well.
But then why didn't Squeak get, well, they call her a tramp. Because she taking people men too. Mm-hmm. But Suge, yeah, she that way. You got to watch Suge. I think at the end, Celie was like, everybody loves Suge, honey. And I think everybody got friends where everybody love them, honey. Mm-hmm. Of course. Look, of course. So it gave me appreciation for that. And I'm trying to see what else it did. It was, I think overall, it was just the strife of the African-American, the black men and women. Mm-hmm. Jesus. We got so much shit. We got so much trauma. Like, it's trauma in these genes. What's it called? Epigenetics.
Yeah. When
they're like, you are reaping or benefiting from the trauma of your ancestors. Like, it's so much trauma we had to go through. Mm-hmm. That how we make it, how we get up and smile. Like, I told you, the display albums had tears in my eyes.
You did have tears in your eyes.
I don't be crying in front of people, especially white people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean I had tears in my eyes?
You had a little tear too. I heard a little sniffle.
Because it was so beautiful at the end, right? Mm-hmm. We just got to do something. Mm-hmm. It just touched my heart, though. But overall, they sung her face off.
Nigga, support y'all arts.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Support the arts, nigga.
Go support the arts. So all y'all niggas who went to go see Jay-Z, y'all can go see Color Purple. So if you pay Jay-Z, Beyonce money, y'all can pay Broadway money to go see Color Purple or other, black stage plays, because it's something to that, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm be the first to let you know I am not the biggest fan of musicals, right? But it was something there. And not all stage plays are musicals too, so you can find you something that fits in your schema or your genre, right? Mm-hmm. But it was something about it. I was talking with Niram about just, could you imagine if we was exposed to this a little bit younger?
I'd be a cultured ass nigga.
And it's not that my parents were anti that or anything, but it's expensive to go see, more than Tyler Perry plays, right? At least Tyler Perry plays made it accessible, right? So you can pay $40, $50 and you can get a decent seat. But state Broadway plays be $100+. But they are worth it. And I just think about all the Negroes who want to see Jay-Z. Not hating on Jay-Z, but like you said, what's better than one billionaire too? Go see Color Purple.
Please.
What else you think about it, Neil? Anything else?
It was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Like them chairs. I'm still trying to figure out the significance of all them chairs. Because they're like, the stage play was just like a wooden, I don't know, 2-tier stage, and it had like on the back wall, it had chairs going straight up the back on all sides.
Yeah, if y'all look at our Instagram, I posted a picture about it.
So I'm trying to determine the significance of that chair.
I feel like the chair was just so useful. Mm-hmm. Where, it's just a useful prop.
Oh, you think it was just a prop? You don't think it meant nothing? I think it meant something.
It probably meant something, but I think it's just a useful prop, just on the fact that how in one scene they was using chairs to shovel, but in the next scene they surrounded around what's the old girl name?
Celie?
Not Celie.
Suge?
Not Suge. Harpo's woman.
Sophia.
Mm-hmm. How they surrounded around Sophia, and now she was in jail.
Yeah.
And then they moved to something else, like now it's a baby crib. So I think it was just a useful prop.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it could have meant something else too.
Yeah, but overall it was excellent. If y'all get a chance to see it, I think they're touring now all over the country again. Mm-hmm. So if y'all get a chance to see it, please go see it. You're going to have tears in your eyes. I don't know. It's just even the part where they were like, the classic Celie line. I may be ugly, I might be this, but I'm motherfucking here. She ain't say motherfucking I did.
Yeah.
Like, that's powerful.
We're going to talk about her, the stage play Celie.
Yeah.
She wasn't ugly.
She wasn't ugly. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, more symbolically, I think the answer was Celie was never ugly, right? So even if we go back to Whoopi Goldberg wasn't a booger wooger, right? Do you know, like, it's this idea of what others perceive you to be as. Like, that's that stereotype who Mr. or Albert, whatever the fuck his name was putting on her. Talking about you ugly and you this, and that. But it's really not about you. It's about how you perceive yourself.
Right.
So again, like that idea of like, damn, like I got it when I was younger, but I don't know if I got it. So she was ugly because she let others' perception of her be her reality. Instead of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of owning it up and being like she said, I might be this, but I'm motherfucking here and you better appreciate that. And once she got that glow up and start making them pants, she wasn't ugly no more.
Right.
You see when she bent over that guy was like, hey, all right, I see you.
She got that mist.
Come on.
Like Jamie Foxx was talking about when he was talking
That
to
confidence,
Oprah.
right?
You know, you get that money, you get that little mist.
I mean, because even if we think about Suge Avery, like, well, of course, like the woman on the stage like was pretty, and the I forgot the woman's name who played Suge Avery. She was gorgeous, right? But in the book, she's not as described to be this Black Amazonian, right? She's just a Black woman with high self-esteem and confidence, right? And that's what's sexy about Suge. She do what she want, when she want, how she want. And that's what was truly sexy about Suge. She didn't give a fuck what everybody else thought about her. She wore what she want. She wore the short clothes. If she want to get some D, she gonna get some D. She want to get some P, she gonna get some P. Like, that's what she did. She was Suge.
Yeah.
So,
Same
I don't
with
know.
Sophia.
Yeah, come on. You know, because Sophia was a thicker woman, right? And it's this idea of being big and everything, but Hoppo love that girl, huh? Right?
Love the hell out of her.
You know? So I don't know. I don't know. It was very good. It just, again, made me look a little more inward to say, man, the strife of the Black community.
It made me want to go watch the movie again. I think I might do that. See if it's on Netflix or
Somewhere.
Stick
Well, you
Fire.
know, I got the shut up. I got the DVD, but it's at my parents' house.
Oh.
You know, I believe in the Color Purple DVD. It was a time where I would just watch it all the time.
I might have it. I'll go check my DVD collection.
You probably do have a Color Purple.
I ain't looked at that DVD collection in years.
You silly. And then also, I think the only other thing that got me a little bit, because I was spoiled by the movie, it was some stuff from the movie that I wish was in there. So it was some songs, actually. Like, I wish Miss Seeley Blues was in the stage play.
Yeah.
That kind of made me sad, that Miss Seeley Blues. Sister. Ain't that one of the classic songs when you think of Color Purple? That kind of hurt me. I mean, don't mind you. The song, you're not going to miss any singer. They singing the whole time, and they singing well. But I did miss Miss Seeley Blues.
They probably couldn't get the clearance of the copyright on that.
Oh, really? Who owned that?
I don't
That's
know.
Steven Spielberg's company, right?
I don't know.
He said, give me my coin, honey.
Shit, but whoever owned the play don't own the movie and own the
I mean,
song.
you would think they have a fucking conversation.
Possibly.
To even use the name Color Purple. So I missed out on not Color Purple. I missed out on Miss Seeley Blues, and also I missed out on God Is Trying to Tell You Something. So it was never the rekindling like in the movie where Suge and her daddy, kind of as the pastor, got back together. But you know, it's a little nod to it in the play where she was like, don't bring up no church. I don't got time for it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't bring it up. So, you know, I missed that kind of that God trying to tell you something. And she'd be like, see, daddy? What did you say? Every sinner. My favorite line. Every sinner got a future and every saint got a past.
Oh.
That's my favorite line, honey. Oh, my God.
That's your favorite. Yeah, that is your favorite line.
It's the truth.
You use it in life.
It's the truth. It's the truth. That's why. So, you know, but overall was good. Those are just minor critiques because, yeah, and then I would argue with some stuff from the book I wish was in the movie too. So it just depends on the day. I liked how in the play, like they did in the book, they fleshed out the purpose of it being called The Color Purple. I don't think they did a good job of that in the movie.
No, they didn't. You didn't know why I was called Color
Yeah,
Purple.
it could have been called like Miss Seeley. The movie could have been. But I liked how the play, just like the book, it really fleshed out like the beauty of the color purple and God and all that. It was beautiful. Alrighty. Oh shit, I'm still on me. Lanier, I'm sorry, y'all. We was literally at the kitchen talking. I forgot we was doing the podcast. I'm sorry. I'm like, what was we talking about? Also, after we did that, also I should say I'm just thankful for Nero. I'm like, it was just good to be out with my man. I'm just thankful for him. Like, you ever just had them good date nights when you look across and be like, yeah, that's my other half. That's my boo. And I'm happy. I'm just in a really content, joyful, peaceful, full of clarity, happy. I'm just full of gratitude and thanksgiving, not thanks-taking. I ain't talking about that pilgrim shit. I'm talking about, you know, what they say, you know, with the Lord word. You know, you're just full of thanksgiving, right? You're just so thankful for the things around you, full of gratitude, right? I'm practicing gratitude more and more and more and using praise as my weapon. So I'm just so thankful for having you there and having that experience and knowing that, you know, especially talking with some girlfriends lately, these niggas ain't made like they supposed to be made no more. Honey.
Oh, like they supposed to be made?
Like they supposed to be made.
Oh.
I mean, supposed to be made mean supposed to love, support you, supposed to have a good time, laugh, and everybody ain't for that, honey. So I'm just was appreciative of that. And then after that, the play, we walked around Boston a little bit. Then actually we were driving home, but we got hungry. So we stopped at Cheesecake Factory, and Cheesecake Factory was Cheesecake Factory with strong drinks and sweet desserts. What do you mean? What?
That drink.
Cheesecake is known for a strong drink. They could keep the food, honestly. They could keep the food. But if you want a nice, stiff-ass drink, go ahead and go to Cheesecake Factory for $10, honey.
And get you one of those skinny drinks?
Yes, them skinny drinks will have you lit.
You can get about 10 of them for 1,000 calories. Because they supposed to be 150 calories a piece.
So I honestly appreciate Cheesecake Factory for a drink, an appetizer, and dessert. You can really keep the main courses. There's really no main courses I like at Cheesecake Factory because I feel like restaurants, if they got more than 20 items on the menu, they doing too much. And Cheesecake Factory has at least 50 things on their item.
I would say
if not
more,
100.
100.
It's too much. So go there, get you a drink, get you an appy, and get you a piece of cheesecake, and you good. Actually, I'll take that back. I think Cheesecake has a good brunch. Them lemon ricotta pancakes is the shit. And that crab hash is good too.
Yeah.
But as far as dinner now, I don't think I order like a whole entree from Cheesecake Factory. So it was good to do that. And also, you know, I'm learning to just practice self-care, right? Mm-hmm. So I went and bought some perfume. I bought that Stunner Uncensored by Fenty Rihanna. And it was what? Sickening. How you like my red lip, Nero?
I love your red lip, baby.
It was sickening. It is scented. I finally put my Fenty on, and it was good. I got the whole Fenty collection, so now I have a Fenty face. Ooh. And actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. And not bad meaning price. It's nice mid-grade. Now, this ain't drugstore. Now, you're going to get it $20. But it's a nice mid-grade makeup line. It's for folks who don't do a lot of heavy makeup. So if you open casket ready, I won't recommend Fenty. You should stick with MAC. But if you just want kind of a nice neutral, blur out some blemishes, not too heavy, because I don't like makeup that feel heavy on my face, because with makeup, like sometimes when I wear MAC, I feel like I'm sleepy because it's like weighing down my face. Like it make my eyes heavy, like it's just too much, right?
I never heard of that.
What you mean you never what you mean you never heard of what?
When you put makeup on, you feel sleepy because it's just all over your face.
It just weighs me down, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about out there. Like some shit just be heavy, and you be like, "What is this?" But Fenty, it dries really light, like, and I'm not a makeup girl. Like, you know, I put on a little concealer, blush, and that's a day. But I'm able to understand what the contour, like they already come pre-made, right? And all you gotta do is blend, bitch, right? And so I got that Stunner. The only thing I know I am good and known for is a bold lip. Like I really don't like just a nude. I'm not a nude lip type of girl. I want big, juicy lip. Actually, I wish my lips were a little bigger, just to show them off more. So I did that. I went to Lush. Lush is my fucking guilty pleasure because it's so goddamn expensive. Just like Tavana. Tavana and Lush is just some, who is it? The black guy who tips. What are you saying he doing? He living his best white life. What?
His white woman of color.
Yeah, white woman of color. So this is my white woman of color moment. Okay, Lush and Tavana, because Tavana is expensive as fuck. I don't care what no one says. Like they're just now putting sales on shit. For the first 10 years of their existence, they were like, "Bitch, it is. It's like kilos. It's like Coke." The way they selling that tea, I said, "Is this cocaine? Why is it so expensive for leaves?" But the other side of it is worth it though. Like it's cheap. If you get you some loose Tavana, then your ass go back to Lipton bitter shit. Like what is this?
You don't want no bitter shit.
Them the leaves they done got from outside.
I didn't change my sister's life.
Yeah, tastes like poverty. What you say? The Lipton tea tastes like poverty. After you done had some Tavana Davis tea, you like, this tastes like poverty.
It do taste like poverty.
It's bitter.
Oh my God.
But you get some Tavana, it's smooth.
It's smooth and shit.
You get your little rock sugar.
Right. You seeping it more than once and shit. You sleeping that bitch like 3 times.
So, you know, for the past few months, especially since I've been in jobs and transition, like some of more of my white woman of color things, I've kind of cut back on, right? You know, to save a couple extra coins. But, you know, I'm really stepping out on faith and I'm about to start this new job. And don't worry, I'm going to tell y'all about it. Just give me a few more weeks. Let me sign all the paperwork. And I'll tell y'all more of the details about it. But the other thing is I went to Lush. Lush is my other white woman of color. Oh my God. And I know it's expensive, y'all. I know it's expensive. I know it's overpriced.
That shit
but
is just
I
shea butter.
Love it.
It's just shea butter and fruits and berries.
I love it.
It's just essential oils mixed together.
I love it though. And the thing is, it's not even the bath bombs I'm there for. You know, I'm really into what is it called? It's called Full of Grace. It's like this I don't even describe it, like this bar of lotion. Mm-hmm. It's like a solid moisturizing bar, and you rub it in your hands and you put it on your face. When I tell you this shit is magical on your face,
it's magical.
You put it in on night, and when you wake up in the morning, your skin is so freaking soft. And my other thing I just discovered, Near about to be mad at me, but I'm about to buy them. Toothy Tats.
Oh my God.
Toothy fucking tats. It's like solid toothpaste. And the one I like is called Boom because it has charcoal in it and gunpowder and pepper and black pepper oil. And you crunch it between your teeth and then you brush your teeth as normal. Y'all, when I tell you my teeth feel cleaner.
Lies you tell.
I like it. It's missing the fluoride, and I'm a fluoride girl. But I'll get some it's called ACT fluoride wash to chase it.
Girl, you want an oil pull.
I do like an oil pull too.
That expensive ass shit.
I love it. I think I'm gonna get at least one pack. One pack will last you like 2 months.
All right.
Because you just need, it's 100 coming a pack, and you just need one a day.
So Nyambi had me try it last night, and it just tastes like you're brushing your teeth with perfume.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it do.
You didn't get that baking soda clean, that charcoal?
Nope. It was
your teeth didn't feel slick? Oh my God, my teeth feel so slick.
It feels weird as hell, and then when you spit and you spitting out this black shit, you were like, what the hell is going on?
That means you got to continue cleaning. That's how I like it. It's a sensor.
Well, baby, I can get you some charcoal. I got some charcoal in the garage.
No, we're not. No, it's activated charcoal.
What's the difference?
A lot. Chemicals. You trying to kill me?
No, I'm just saying I got some charcoal in the garage.
So I was able to do that.
Open pit.
And I bought some perfume because I haven't bought perfume in a while. And the perfume I really like unisexual perfumes. Actually men perfumes. Like I really like really warm, heavy scents. So a lot of the female perfumes don't really touch my spirit. But the lady, who was that black lady? She hooked me up.
Yeah, Tara was off the hook.
Yeah, so I got a couple new scents and she was good. She was like, buy the testers, right? So buy like the little, like half of ounce or a quarter of ounce for like 20 something bucks. Test it for a week or two, and if you really like it, then buy it. Like she was like, a lot of people just buy it off first scents, and you really have to let it see how it goes with your oils and your chemicals. I said, sis, know what she talking about.
You gotta let it cook.
Yeah, she said let it cook and see which one you like, or if you like any of them, right? And if you don't like any of them, go and buy another one till you find one that you love. She's like, you'll know when you love it. So I got 2 of them that I really, really like that I'm testing out. One of them is called something about YSL. I forgot it. And then another one is actually a house brand by Sephora, and it's actually pretty decent too. Which one you like, Neil?
I like that. Smell it. Which one's this one?
This the Sephora one.
Okay, I like that shit. I might even wear that one.
Yes, I'm all for wearing men's perfume. So I'll wear Nirams.
So let me tell you about Nyambi. Nyambi is the main consumer of my cologne collection.
Yes,
my fragrance collection.
Yeah,
I'll be walking around and I say, motherfucker, is that chocolate angel? Coffee angel?
Come on.
Yes.
What is yes?
I done layered it with your angel power.
Yes.
What?
I love layering a perfume too. I love a scent.
Nigga, is that my angel?
It's one of them I don't like though. One of them I don't like.
Is it the leather or is the
cigar one?
Havana.
Yeah, I think it's Havana. I don't like that. So I don't smell like tobacco. I don't like that.
So she always wearing my shit.
Yeah, I love it. So it was just good to kind of do that and get back to Nyambi, right? Mm-hmm. Get back to Nyambi, and then lastly, y'all, this bot store. Y'all know I work Black Friday. I almost fucking quit. The countdown begins to December 8th. That's my last day. We need to have a celebration on the show. Because I can't do this no more. Like, I was in Black Friday. People are just losing their minds over these sales and these TVs. And they have me confused for someone who cares. Because I don't. Like, I just don't care when people be on 10. So I close, right? So people were coming in like at 8 p.m. asking about the doors.
Busters?
Yeah, I said the door about to close. They don't.
The door closed?
What door? It's 8 p.m. They was coming in at noon. Like, perhaps do you have anything left? Like, it's 8 p.m., 8, 9, 10 p.m. We about to close. And then when we close it, the motherfuckers won't leave. And y'all, when I tell you that bot store made money, my bot store grossed over $1 million.
What?
To the point where I had, as the team lead up front, I have to close all the registers, right? Mm-hmm. The not security, the police had to walk with me while I was closing all the registers.
Oh, because there's somebody knock your ass upside the
Oh,
head.
they didn't have to do that. All they had to do was ask nicely. They be like, ma'am, please give me that. Here you go. Look, this is me. You think I'm putting my life on the line for Bot Store? Y'all can have all of this. So it was that, and just really realizing that I'm appreciative. I'm supposed to be in this season of Thanksgiving and gratitude, so I need to flip it right, because that's what we talked about in church, right? So I'm thankful that the Bot Store gave me the space and the brain energy to figure out my next move, all while being paid. But I've learned that I can't do micromanagement, and I can't do people who aren't competent to do their job.
Amen.
That's not something that Nyambi can work through. If
you're a card attendant, please tend to the carts.
Because, that's what the store manager, it wasn't even Bitfella, because Bitfella know the ass. It's some other lady. She was like, Nyambi, we don't got no carts. I said, yeah. Are they getting somewhere? I said, yeah, they doing their best. Well, can you make some carts come? Bitch, what you want me to make them? Like, what do you want? We got 3 cart attendants outside. Motherfuckers is coming buying these tea. Ain't no more carts. We done grossed over $1 million. Hey, the carts are in use.
All them bitches in use.
Last time I checked, the way these motherfuckers come in, I ain't seen nobody walk out and be like, oh, I'm leaving. There is no carts. And if you do buy, bitch, like she act like we was losing business over this shit. Girl, bye. Just that shit, just that lack of common sense that I barely have no time for. Honestly, this should have probably been my last week, but the devil's working, and that devil do nothing but lie, cheat, and steal, and kill, and make you addicted to that money. I wanted 1 more week of paycheck, but I really should have quit this week.
I told your ass to quit.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see if the Lord help me persevere and remain steadfast. Then lastly, speaking of steadfast, that's really what the pastor talked about today. And just being in the season of Thanksgiving, being steadfast, and remember that your future is ahead of you and not behind you. And stop looking back, honey. Stop motherfucking looking back. It's done. It is what it is. Forgive yourself and repent and move on. I feel like that's what he wanted to say and walk away. You ever just feel like something? Our pastor be long with it. I feel like that was his word today. The future is in front of you, not behind you. Stop looking back. Forgive yourself and ask the Lord for forgiveness, and you're done. All is made right, bitch. I feel like he just wanted to drop the mic. So mote it be. He was very kind of concise today. He was like, this is just what it is. And he was all about giving resources. Like, you got to pray. Like, you got to do something. I just feel like that was his overall thoughts. Uh-huh. Do something. Somebody must have pissed him off this weekend. Like, do something. Move forward. Make a plan.
He wanted to cuss. God
damn. Oops.
God.
Jesus, help me.
Lord.
You could tell somebody was tap dancing on his nerves, because he was like, it's like he would say, do something, niggas.
Niggas do something.
And even towards the end, when we was closed with benediction, he was like, y'all mind if I close benediction in prayer? Mm-hmm. He prayed for everybody. To the point where you got to peek up to be like, when I tell you he prayed for everybody in that church, mm-hmm. He prayed for Donald Trump, he prayed for Congress, he prayed for clarity, he prayed for peace, he prayed for jobs, he prayed for clean air, he prayed for clean water, he prayed for everything. You hear me? And he said, just dismiss, go in peace. And everybody's like, oh. Okay. We hear you. You would have liked today, Nero.
Yeah.
You would have liked this service was up near, because they was asking about you, but this service was up Nero's alley.
How long was the service?
We was done by 1.
No, it's too long.
So but everything, like, meaning I was outside at 1 p.m. So he done said go in peace by 12:45.
Y'all pastor be so damn long.
That's what I'm saying. Usually we get out about 1:30, but no, he was like, I'm going to close, because that your assistant pastor, your favorite, was coming to do the benediction. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I got it. And he prayed for everybody. And he said, bye.
I got that shit, nigga.
All right, Nero. What else going on with you?
Niggas, especially niggas with third eyes. Open your third eye. Open all your eyes.
You're going to have to start paying people. People pay to be high priestesses.
Well,
in Ocean.
Well, I'm just telling people.
Guidance counselor.
Ocean, whatever. Ocean.
What'd I say? Ocean. Don't be funny.
River.
Don't be funny.
Lake.
Don't be funny.
All y'all niggas open your eyes. That Ocean
be some real. Don't be sleeping on that African energy, honey.
Because this net neutrality ain't no motherfucking
now, wait,
joke.
You right. Get Ocean back on the phone. Because they are playing with with this net neutrality. Y'all niggas better pay attention and listen up. You right, Neil. Go ahead.
So this net neutrality ain't no motherfucking joke.
It's
And if
not.
y'all niggas ain't got y'all eyes open, it's shit gonna change.
You see, I'm ready to vote. When do I vote? The thing is, they ain't gonna let us vote.
No.
They're gonna let Congress vote.
So the thing, first of all, net neutrality is like this day and age for like free speech. I would consider it like this is the modern day argument for free speech.
Yes.
And one of the things is like when you think about net neutrality and things of this sort, think of like, you got these internet service providers. Like they provide you with internet, they'll slow your internet down if you illegally download and shit. But as far as everything else, like you are able to access everything.
Yeah.
If this net neutrality go down the way it is, it's going to be like American Online when it first came out.
Oh my god.
Like
Beer.
no, not even that, but like when the internet first came out and like American Online came out, you can only send emails to people who only had American Online emails. You can only like look at the news that American Online had like news providers with shit like that.
That is freaking crazy.
So like they'll shut shit down. So it gets to the point where if this shit go down and we don't get this net neutrality, motherfuckers can start charging you to like go to Google or like Amazon.
So they can break it up.
Yeah, they can break up all this stuff.
So you have to do like a package for like social media.
Yep.
And that's package for like a phone bill or like a separate cable. Like I'm thinking like cable bill. So you have to pay one bill if you want to do social media and one bill if you want to do like Netflix and streaming.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then they can block all that stuff. So say, Comcast, they own, like Verizon own Comcast, I think. And, and I think Comcast also own NBC as well. So, if, for example, you got Verizon and they can't get no contract together, now your ass ain't got no NBC or like any of the Comcast channels and things of that sort.
No.
And same thing with like Verizon and Viacom and all that other good shit. No. So, you got that stuff and, you just got also like the privacy shit. Yeah. And this is
no, how they gonna take ours? Facebook and Hulu and these niggas that still have AK-47s. That ain't fair.
You know
take
how it
guns,
is.
And then I'll talk about having my Facebook. Hell, I gotta be a privilege. I gotta use my white woman of color. What? I'm serious.
I'm telling y'all. So call your Congress people. Open your third eyes. If y'all pay the ocean, pray the ocean, pay the lake.
Call her, honey.
Pray the river. Pray to
all of them.
Any bottles of water y'all want.
I didn't know it was that.
Yeah. What else is going on with me? Other than that, just doing some stuff like I had a week off for school, and that was amazing. Yeah. And I'm working on rebuilding and revising my fitness and running website, so that's going good. And then the next on my list is to redo Black Lives Matters as well. Yeah. Even though I think it's nice, I think it's cool, but
it's about time for a little facelift, right around the 6 months mark.
Yeah, I'm ready just to go ahead and show off my
even if it's only
web.
6
yeah.
months. Wow.
I'm ready to show off my web design skills. So I'm going to knock those sites out. And then, I got a couple other things. I'm still out here looking for a PR person for my running and weight loss stuff. So if y'all know somebody who ain't expensive and ain't trying to charge me $3,500.
But someone who's willing to work with you.
Yes.
All right. That's what you're looking for, baby.
Somebody who ain't trying to charge my ass $4,000.
You need someone who's also on the come up, right?
Exactly.
You need somebody who's growing and building.
Exactly. Damn it, I'm gonna be in Runner's World. They customer base is like 800,000 people. Yeah. Shit. Why we can't make this work? Other than that, we you were recording this shit the day before, so we got the Soul Train Awards in the background. And I just want to say that Method Man is bringing back the do-rags.
Method Man. He go back and forth from like being this hip hop artist looking like somebody's uncle.
I'm excited for the revisal and the rebirth.
Hold on, you mean people still wear do-rags? You mean in public?
Yes.
No,
I am ready for the Easter of do-rags.
Not the resurrection.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not in public. Do-rags ain't go nowhere. You just wear them in the house now.
You know what? I knew the day that do-rags went out of style was the melee at the palace. because
Why you say that?
I'm for real. Because think about it, like all basketball players, they used to wear like all like hip hop culture influence stuff.
Yes.
And then that melee at the Palace, shout out to Detroit.
Why you say the melee? Why you say it?
Because that's what they call it. They call it the melee at the Palace.
Niggas was fighting.
Because niggas was fighting. The basketball players were fighting fans, and fans was fighting basketball players.
Only in Detroit.
But after that, they said, "Oh, we gotta calm down on this nigga culture."
This nigga shit.
So at that point, they said, "No do rags, no long chains,
Don't come here with that bullshit.
no baggy pants." It's like going to a white club. No
Oh my
do
God,
rags,
they be having
no baggy pants, no long tees.
Shut up.
You know, niggas gotta wear button downs and shit like that. So you know, that's when they put that rules in place. And
Is that when that started? Like,
yeah, and I feel like that's when the do rag went out of style. So I'm glad. I'm glad of the resurrection of the do rag.
Yeah.
Because you know sometimes you know a nigga ain't got a haircut, and I just want to throw on a do rag and go out in the world and have my black boy joy.
You put on a hat then.
But you know the do rag, you know you got that flap. You know you got that flap that protect the back of your neck.
Why you need the back of your neck protected?
Because you never know who
No
might come
Wu-Tang.
around.
I don't want no Wu-Tang references. All y'all hip hop heads out there, I don't want none.
Other than that, like shout out to Erykah Badu. She out here killing it.
Erykah
On this
Badu
Soul
is killing
Train
it.
Award.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's singing right now? Is this Tamar?
Tamar, you know her and that stuff with Vince. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
Shit her get off the pot.
Yeah. We got some pillow talk.
That's too much. too. But no, what I am, we'll probably talk about this on Wednesday. But I'm excited to see Toni Braxton. They're doing her honoring Toni. I love Toni Braxton because I think it's kind of in that veil of Anita Baker. Like I think Toni Braxton is a modern day Anita Baker, right? What's your favorite Toni? Do you like Toni Braxton?
Unbreak my
What's your
heart.
favorite Toni Braxton song?
I'm singing again.
Unbreak Your Heart.
Save me a love again.
What did you say?
Hey, I got a speech impediment.
Oh Lord, we're looking at Tamar and she's losing her mind again. Y'all know how she do that eye twitch thing and she overact? She's doing it now with a bad wig.
Ooh, she got that fist balled up.
Yeah, she doing too much.
Ah.
But anyway, my favorite Toni Braxton song is
She throwing air punches and shit.
World to me, you are my okay, we're doing pillow talk.
Yeah, what we got?
All right, the first thing that we got is the America has its first memorial dedicated to racial terror victims in a new slavery museum, which are all scheduled to open in April 2018. Neum don't know that I'm trying to go to this.
No, I didn't.
Yes, I am. The only sad part is it's in Montgomery, Alabama. And I don't know about y'all. Y'all down in that Delta, y'all keep that. The closest I feel like I need to get down to that Delta, that Mississippi Delta, is Georgia and New Orleans. Anything more than that, but I'm going to force myself to do it. Maybe we'll get Nia to go with us too, right? So what it is, like the thing is, we've been in white ass New England. Are there any planes that go from New England
to Mississippi or Alabama? Where is it at?
Is there any planes? Like I feel like New England, like we don't go there.
Shit, we're gonna have to catch a connecting flight.
Well, I guess from Detroit you can get there, but New England, it's hard to get there, right? So it's the Blackstonian is and will always be a cherished place in our heart. Now we can add another historical museum to the radar, right? So mark your calendars for April 26, 2018, because this is when the Equal Justice Initiative plans to launch the country's first national memorial dedicated to racial terror and victims of lynching. It also has plans to open a new slavery museum. It's called the Legacy Museum from Enslavement to Mass Incarceration on that same day. The museum is located in Montgomery, Alabama, just a few blocks away from the new memorial, the National Memorial for Peace and Justice, like I said before. The museum and memorial will highlight the history surrounding slavery, lynching, segregation, and mass incarceration. Even the location of the museum is significant as it's located a few steps away from the site of one of the country's most prominent slave markets and near a port and rail station that were key hubs in trafficking of thousands of black slaves in the country. And y'all should go check this out. Again, it's called the Legacy Museum from Enslavement to Mass Incarceration. And it's sponsored by Equal Justice Initiative. Aaron, maybe we can put this on Instagram. But the memorial is like, just from pictures, I'm already overwhelmed.
It's sickening.
Right?
I'm already got a tear in my eye.
I'm about to cry. Because the way they have it, it's like, what are those things? Like, what's those long punching bags?
Pillars.
Like they're long pillars hanging from the ceiling, right? Mm-hmm. And it depends as you're walking through them, it goes up and down. So you get different perspectives on it. Mm-hmm. So when you're first seeing it, you just see it like just hanging. But the deeper you get into it, like you're then at the bottom of the pillar and you're able to look up. And it's almost like hanging bodies, right? It's giving you that feel of being hung. And then kind of in the back, it's like a hill where you can kind of stand on it,
Yeah.
and it's kind of looking over it, right? So it's that idea of you're no longer looking at the monument's looking at you, right? So it's kind of that role reversal.
Yeah.
And the most part that got to me is that on the outside of the memorial, they have all these pillars set up. And the idea, those are the folks who coming in. So they don't, the pillars inside got names and locations and dates, right?
Yeah.
But they have pillars outside without names, locations, and dates. And the idea is that those pillars are going to be moved in because the pillars that are in the memorial, they're going to actually take them out eventually and put them on the sites where the actual lynchings took place. So it's a moving memorial. So eventually those pillars are going to be taken down and put to the site where these people were lynched to be there permanently as a memorial for them. And they're just going to move new pillars in that people are getting, lynch is scared people are still being lynched or being mass incarceration, stuff like that.
Mike Brown.
Yeah. So they're going to be put in there. And it's the idea like, oh, this ain't going to stop, honey. It's just a new form of lynching.
God damn.
Like it was heavy. And I want to see it so bad, right? What do you think about that, Nero?
It's going to be
heavy.
It's going to be heavy. I might need a drink.
I'm definitely going to need some brown liquor to go in it. But, I believe in supporting our own.
Yeah, I
and
definitely.
Our history, right?
Yes. And the thing is, if we don't support it, who else will? You know who will? The white folks who got money. They go up in there.
Bill and Melinda Gates, honey.
And, they be like, I just support a little black kid. I support a little... Yeah, what they did to them black niggers.
Did you say black niggas?
Yeah.
They gonna pause like you did too.
And them black, and they look around.
African Americans,
colored people.
Stop, Nero. But I'm serious. What do you think the significance, especially being a black man?
I really gonna enjoy like looking at this, and
I'm debating if I want to go opening day or if I want to wait and go like in the summer for my birthday. But it's gonna be hot as hell.
The question is, are we gonna be able to get tickets, or are they gonna be like crazy like the?
I have heard no one talk about this, and I plan on going on the website tomorrow to see. I have heard no one talk about this.
I know, but you never know. You know how hard it was to get into the nigga museum.
Oh, okay. Stop.
It was hard.
Well, we're gonna get there. Maybe we need to see if we can do a podcast from there. Maybe it's just up and coming enough that we'll be like, can we do a podcast from there? Right. We won't cuss.
I'll try not to.
No, Niram, you won't cuss out of respect for this memorial. That's what you won't do.
For the ancestors?
For the ancestors.
Ancestors cuss too.
They cuss, but you need to respect. Thank you.
Okay.
Anything else on that?
I look forward to it, and y'all need to look forward to it.
So y'all look it up too. It's gonna be amazing. I hope I'm gonna go sometime between April and September. I gotta go though. It's gonna be beautiful.
What else we got?
The other thing is, this is more your realm. So there's a Black Wall Street app that alerts user when they're near a new black business. Aren't you turned up?
Oh shit! Let me download it right now.
So in 2015, Mandy Bowen, so the founder of Official Black Wall Street, a next generation digital platform that has become known as the largest global directory of black-owned businesses. The company has now set its sight on making it easier to discover and support black-owned businesses. The Official Black Wall Street has launched its highly anticipated app, which combines social impact and text by alerting users when they're near a black-owned business. The app will allow for people to easily buy black and circulate the black dollar. With the new app, Bowman says that she hopes to give quality black businesses more exposure and encourage black consumers to spend their money within the black community. Was there a shade there where she said quality black businesses?
Yep.
Yeah. Some of the features on the app include searching businesses by category, location, open status, keywords, the ability to submit black-owned businesses, view all black-owned businesses around your current location on a map, and leave business reviews.
So this is the Yelp of black-owned business?
Yes, that's how I'm taking it.
Okay.
But I ain't like when she said quality, because Yelp take everybody. Now, if you trash, you trash.
I'm downloading the app right now.
And everyone will let you know. But I think I'm excited about it. I haven't downloaded it yet. I am, though. Do they got good reviews on it?
Yeah, I got a 4.7 review, and they got 58 reviews.
Oh, that's really nice.
On the Apple App Store.
So on your end, being a tech person, what's your thoughts on this?
I think it's good. I think it's good for the culture. I think it's good for us. Hell, I'm even thinking about Kwanzaa.
Oh, come on, Kwanzaa!
We out here in this white ass New England. How the fuck we need to find somewhere to?
Because it's hard every damn year.
It is.
Every year we be trying to support.
So
black
every
businesses.
Kwanzaa, y'all, we make it delivered to like go eat at a black owned restaurant.
We try to do it the whole week, and it's not enough. And when we do go, y'all niggas be closed.
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all do that? I'm gonna need black business to get their times consistent. Even if you just had to do it with social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let us know when you gonna close. Or actually, forget social media. Put at least a Post-it note on the door to say I'm gone for the day, sis.
Right.
And don't run out of chicken. But again, I still support. I know sometimes us as black people, we can be overly critical. Like, and I know I even heard friends be like, sometimes it's so hard to support black business because they be so black. But I think you still have to do it in regardless. So even if a black business for me, I usually have an attitude, but I'll go back at least one more time.
I love a good black ghetto ass.
Did you say ghetto hits? Why?
Because I feel like I'm my people.
Yeah.
And I can feel so comfortable. And I can be like, hey, what up, though, my nigga?
Yeah.
And they be like, hey, what up, though?
Okay. Anything else, Nero?
I'm putting in white ass New England right now to see where we at. They ain't got nowhere near our ass.
Oh, I know it's not near us. You got to go out to Boston, Worcester, Hartford, Cambridge.
They got black businesses in Cape Cod.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Oak Bluff.
Oak Bluff.
Yeah. Is that where it's at?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Oak Bluffs, I'm sure, honey.
So, I'm looking for, let me put it in Michigan. I know it's a bunch
Oh, I
of
know
them
it's a
now.
lot in Detroit, honey.
What about Rhode Island or Connecticut?
It depends where you at. Depends what city you at.
So, I'm excited for that. I'm just excited for this app. This is gonna be a good app. It's good for the culture. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna let y'all know my review.
Be careful, Nero.
What?
Go ahead.
Well, maybe I won't.
I'm just starting shit.
No, I don't try to start that. So that's good. I'm excited for it. And y'all niggas who don't celebrate Kwanzaa, y'all need to go ahead and use this app anyway.
Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be your. So maybe that will do. Maybe we need to set up like a Kwanzaa challenge for people, because there's some folks I know y'all all into Kwanzaa, and some of y'all I know is scared of Kwanzaa. As I remember my family, I first told them I was like, "Oh, I'm celebrating Kwanzaa," and they was like, "But we believe in Jesus." I was like, "I do too." Like, what do you? Mm-hmm. Jesus and Kwanzaa they're not conflicting. You can believe in Christmas and Kwanzaa. You can do Christmas and Kwanzaa. And that's what we do. So, maybe as we get closer, we're not going to be with Nia the whole time, but we're going to be with him a portion of Kwanzaa. So yeah. I'm sure we're going to do something special. We need to brainstorm what that special going to be for Kwanzaa, though. I don't know if it's going to be a challenge before. Nia good for a challenge, a Kwanzaa challenge. Or, it might just be having a conversation about Kwanzaa and maybe going through all the what's it called, Naguba Saba, and the principles, and saying what it is, and it might just be like a longer episode, right? And we just break it down.
Shit, I gotta dust off my dashiki.
I gotta find me a dashiki. Mine ripped.
Oh,
remember when we was on White House New England? I only could find a dashiki at the little Indian store.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why is all the dashikis made in India?
I had some friends who went to the motherland, and I had to have them bring me one. I said, bring me one from the motherland. Why are you shaking your head?
Because I remember it now, how pissed I am.
Yeah, because I was like, this the only daishiki in a 100-mile radius?
Right.
Jesus. Ain't no African stores?
What else we got?
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, as you can see, we're already preparing for that Kwanzaa, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I kind of wanted us to talk about is a little bit more relationship focused. I found the article in Psychology Today, and it really talked about how to neutralize kind of your partner's defenses. So the article going on to read that relationships can be challenging, especially intimate ones. It's not like courtships where intrinsically you both kind of put your best foot forward, right? Mm-hmm. Conveniently ignoring the aspects of others' personality traits that you don't like, right? But the research says when it comes to marriage, that every couple, once they take the plunge to say I do and enter a lasting commitment, each individual, even if this is unconsciously, feels compelled to start focusing on what they never liked about their partner in the first place. What you think about that? So when you dating and you're in that puppy love, or I'm gonna spend the night at his house, I'm gonna spend the night at her house love, right? You everything cute. Ooh, that's cute how he be popping his toenails in the bed at night, like until you get married and you be like, this disrespectful bastard, and I'm not taking no more. So I thought that was interesting. Do you think that's true, Nero?
Yes, it is.
Did you do it to me? What is something I do that you be like, this chick gots to go? I'm leaving her. I'm signing the papers. I'm done. What is something I do that bothers you?
I think one of them initially was like, "Can you vacuum clean?" I said, "The fuck? What you mean?"
I don't know what's confusing about that sentence.
I said, "Why I'm the one that's always got to fucking vacuum clean?"
You're good at it.
No, ain't no how you good at it.
What?
I said, "Oh, she got to go."
What?
I need somebody that's equally going to vacuum clean the
I
house.
hate vacuum cleaning, mopping, and sweeping. Those are my 2 hated chores. Vacuum cleaning, mopping, and sweeping. I hate it.
And I say, oh, she got to go.
I hate it with a passion. Really? Mine with you is Niram leaves a trail. Like, he is not, sometimes you can tell exactly where people been, where they're going, where they sat in the house. That's Niram. He like leaves this little, he reminds me of, what's it called? Hansel and Gretel, who just leave cookie crumbs. Niram just leaves crumbs of everywhere.
No.
It's not even food. It could be a sock. It could be a sweatband. It could be a cookie. It could be a plate.
Hold on,
it
time out.
It could be, a clothes, a shirt. I'm like, where is he doing?
I'm not going to let you
it could be a
depict
book.
me like I'm a nasty ass nigga.
No, you're not nasty. It's not like dirt, but it's just like, well, why did you leave this here? It's like you like leaving treats for me. Like, oh, just in case you forgot, I'm here. And I'm like, why don't you put this shit away? But Niram keeps a lot of shit too. Like, Niram keeps a lot. He's very sentimental. I think that's a Cancer quality. So very, he's very attached to things.
Because I never had nothing.
I'm not attached to things.
Because you always had something.
Like, to the point where I'm not even attached to pictures. I got the picture in my mind. So I would think when we first kind of really, really got together and was committed and, past that lovey-dovey stage, he used to drive me crazy. Like, even now, sometimes we still get in arguments about that. Because when there's so much shit around me, like, I'm like a stereotype. Leo, so when I feel like my space is cluttered and unclean and not dirty, but if you ever just have a lot of shit around you, I feel like I can't focus.
See, the thing is, I'm a serial hobbyist.
Yes, that's it.
And Naomi ass ain't got no hobbies. So she don't understand.
Wait a minute.
You don't. Your hobby is...
My life is a hobby as a black woman.
Your hobby is namaste on the couch. Shout out to me.
Y'all niggas is jealous. It ain't my fault that y'all niggas is jealous that I had peace. I asked the Lord for peace and he gave it to me.
Yeah, by namaste on the couch, watch TV.
Namaste on the couch.
Then watch TV.
And read. And drink chai tea. Ooh, these niggas is jealous.
So I'm a serial hobbyist. I admit that. I like hobbies. I like to try new things. Now I'm into cycling. I run.
So now it's a big ass bike. Mm-hmm.
So I DJ. Photography, I take pictures.
Yeah, so all that shit got to go somewhere.
Web design,
all the cords.
Podcast.
And meanwhile, what I do, I drink. I have tea. I have an overflowing tea collection in mugs.
Podcast.
So that's what it is. So anywho, this idea of once you're in this committed relationship or marriage, that you begin looking kind of for the negative in the partner and not the positive. This orientation shift is what's commonly known as the power struggle. So yet, essentially, this relationship phase isn't really about power at all, with one partner literally trying to gain control over the other, right? So you want me to stop making you vacuum. You want me to just vacuum, right?
Yes.
And I want you to pick up the shit and get out the way. Rather, it's about each individual person attempting to alter the other person's characteristics and tendencies so they're a better match they own. I'm going to say that again. So this idea of once you do get married, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, it was all love land till you start finding that shit you didn't like. And initially it feels like a power struggle. But really what you're trying to do is just gain control over the other so they'll act more the way that you want to act. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy. So how you neutralize that shit?
I'm trying to get to that,
Okay.
Nira. You trying to? There you go. Looks like something going on with you.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to neutralize you.
So, though the goal here might seem to be control, is really much more about a partner's endeavoring to feel more emotionally comfortable with the other one. So you see how we unpack that? So it went from power to control to being emotionally comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I really appreciated that author breaking it down that way, because I think sometimes when you're in relationships with people, or you hear your girlfriends or your guy friends telling you about what's going on with their relationship, it starts as, oh, he's controlling me, he's trying to do X, Y, and Z. But usually people lash out in that sense because they feel it's a lack of control, and then that lack of control leads to that being emotionally uncomfortable. So meaning they can't be vulnerable around you, have total intimacy, right? Mm-hmm. Don't that just put a different spin on it?
Yeah, it does.
On how to view it. And after all, it's extremely difficult to truly feel at ease with your own spouse. What originally created those warm and fuzzies during kind of the courtship, when they're outwardly displaying qualities that plainly vary from your own. So sadly, when your partners manifest these features or these things that you don't like, it can be, however irrational it can be, it can feel as though they're discrediting you, actively invalidating your opposing attributes in the way you act. Basically, they fucking up your brand. And at the deep level, such a deviation feels alienating, seriously threatening so it's important bond that you have towards them. Like, ain't that, like, when they broke it down like that, I was like, shit. So it goes to kind of feeling like you're emotionally in control, and then when your partner does this, it making you look bad, because Naomi be the first to say you is your partner. If he's sorry and lazy, guess what? You a form of
being sorry and lazy.
Yeah, you might not be 100%, but you got a taste of it. So if you manifest that even for, like, you're owning this to be like, he fucking up my brand. That'd be like me saying, well, Niram got all this shit piled up. They think I got all this shit piled up. They think I'm a hoarder like Niram.
I'm not a hoarder.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm a serial hobbyist.
Okay. But that didn't touch to you, Niram?
It do.
What's your other thoughts on it?
But what that got to do with you always wanting me to vacuum clean?
That's your sense of control. So you don't like a very structured day, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't like when I tell you every week to vacuum. You don't understand why we have to vacuum every week. Mm-hmm. My picture in my head is that the house need to be cleaned every week.
Or to take,
and you know, that's not even a lot. It's some women who clean their house every day, honey. Okay, I just say clean the house once a week. Give me a vacuum, a dust mop, and a sweep once a week, and I'm good.
Or the trash. So
the trash is daily.
So now I be wanting the trash taken out when there ain't even nothing in there. Mm-hmm. I got a story with me and Nia. I'm going to have Nia tell it. When it was a snowstorm, Nyambi was gone, and Nia came over my house. And I was like, all right, Nia, I need to take out this trash. Cause I know now how Nyambi is going to be fucking bitching and moaning when I get in the house. Mm-hmm. So I take out the trash. Ain't nothing in the trash now but like an orange peel.
Yeah.
That we just peeled before she got in. And then here comes Nyambi ass. Hurricane.
I did not do any of
what
that.
What the fuck?
I did not.
The fucking trash. The house smell like trash. The fucking trash stink. And then Nia was like, at the step in, it's like, nah, Nyambi. That nigga just took out the trash. And then the trash with an orange peel.
Well, the trash stink. That mean the trash need to be cleaned.
Nope. That's just you.
I'm used to you not having it.
You just come in the house, Hurricane Nyambi, and just be barking at me for no apparent reason. Because you think the trash ain't going to be empty, and it was already empty.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, back to this. What's your thoughts on this, Nero?
I think, it's very interesting to see how they basically flip. It's basically like a flip of the switch to like change the way you think about things, and basically saying like your emotions or your thoughts about the certain thing is what's contributing to the reason why you feel that way. And
when I was reflecting, like I really liked the part when they broke it down and be like, so you feel like this is invalidating you. So that not only goes back to your partner. So if your partner's doing something, it triggers back to how you were raised, right? So all these actions are at odds with what your family might have taught you what was right. I'm doing air quotes, proper behavior. It can contradict how you move and feel, kind of your whole infrastructure and the lens that you're working out. And at the other end of this, it's almost like that criticism begets more criticism. Mm-hmm. So eventually, like you just did with me, I took out the trash. Can't do nothing right. Then you coming back at me, right? Mm-hmm. To say, well, it ain't nothing but an orange peel in there. You're dramatic. Why you treat me like this? And you see how it just begins like this horrible cycle of, defensiveness. Yeah. Like that's where that defensiveness comes from. Yeah, it's the idea of tit for tat and knowing that you're on the same team. Mm-hmm. And when do you, how do you kind of relieve that? How do you move forward in that? What's some ideas you have, Nero?
I think you just took the words out of my mouth, baby, actually.
Okay.
But other than that, I really think it's about like looking at your picture. Like changing how the picture looks in your head to make this work. Mm-hmm. I think that's really all about.
When I got my takeaway from this is that you have to, when you're in a relationship, you have to understand the distinction between being criticized or constructive criticism and being attacked. Mm-hmm. Right? Every time your partner tell you to do something or ask you to do something or do something differently, that don't mean they physically attacking you.
It can feel like it though.
That's not a personal attack on you. I always say folks who kind of point out those little things. So those are the folks who really care about you, right? Because if I'm giving it to you this way, imagine how the world gonna give it to you, right? Mm-hmm. And if we're supposed to be our best selves, and I can't be comfortable enough to tell you something, like we got deeper issues in the relationship. So that's what I got, like just really being able to break down that difference between being criticized or constructive criticism and being attacked, because I think this cycle begins when folks are being attacked. Mm-hmm. So, okay, we're all warm and fuzzy. You start doing some shit I don't like. Oh, it's making me feel insecure. It's irritating the fuck out of me. It's going against my personal values. That's not what my family taught me to do. This nigga is making me look bad. I'm about to cuss him out. Don't do that. I keep telling you take out the fucking trash every day. Now you mad because you're like, why this bitch keep telling me to take out the trash every day? She getting on my nerves. And it just becomes this cycle of back and forth all over the trash. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it could be a deeper conversation.
It's hard work being a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's that you have to be aware of these cycles, because that's all it is. It's like this mutual defeatist cycle. And the thing is, you can't be so rigid or self-righteous to believe that your perspective is the only one that's legitimate.
Right.
So I have to know that sometimes my perspective that the trash need to go out every day is crazy. And I know that is sometimes. But some days it's not crazy. Like Thanksgiving, when you're cooking a lot, meal prep day, the trash needs to go out today. Cooking shrimp, fish, the trash needs to go out some days. But when there's an orange peel in it, maybe it don't.
I took out the trash 3 times today, baby.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. You don't got nothing else.
No, I ain't got nothing else on this. I really just think it's really about, I'm just going to say it again, it's about changing the picture of how you look at things and how, just trying to figure out how your partner comes at it and how you respond to that.
Yeah.
Because it does beget like this whole back and forth, tit for tat type of thing. And next thing you know, both of y'all on each other's nerves, and now y'all don't want to be together.
Yeah. And also, I think it's important to consider that your beliefs and behavior tendencies are the net result of your biological heritage and your family and environment influences that you were subject to. Right? Mm-hmm. So basically, you are the sum total of your nature, aka your DNA, and your nurture, that acts upon you in further shapes of nature, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it's so important for us all to recognize that we all have a reason and action for the way that we act, right? Remember when we go back, we always say hurt people hurt people. Mm-hmm. So being very aware of that. So if your partner is defensive because they feel like they're attacked, like you've attacked them for something you wouldn't say or do, you can stop in your tracks and realize that they just felt they've been invalidated by you in that. However, inadvertently, you hurt their feelings. So in the moment, you make them feel inadequate, inferior, destructive, stupid, unworthy, and unwanted, and unloved. Mm. And is that worth it?
Damn, that's deep.
What you mean, damn, that's deep?
That is deep. Could that be all the feelings I be getting when Naomi be like, nigga, you ain't take out the trash? I just be feeling hurt.
It didn't last. Then I'm gonna get off this. This. I just feel passionate about this. I think this is a great idea. I mean, or just a great topic to flesh out more. Mm-hmm. Even so, if it's not actions, another thing I got from this article is when folks are asking questions of their partner, and it turns into interrogation. Mm-hmm. So it turns into 20 questions. That's also a triggering of this cycle. Mm-hmm. So instead of getting to them 20 questions, 1, 2, skip a few to 20. What is the question? What is the thing? What are we guessing? Mm-hmm. What is the I spy? Yeah, because that's what you're getting to. I spy something in the room that starts with the letter P.
Oh.
T. Trash. Dirty ass trash. Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of me going around like, do you smell that? I bought some trash bags. What did you do today? No. Can you take out the trash? Like, just really getting to the point. Yeah. So I just thought that was unique. Mm-hmm. Niram's done with it, so we can move on.
I think what's interesting, I think we got to bring up some of this other stuff that's at the bottom of the article. It's like, well, if you really like this, 3 reasons why couples have the same fight over and over again.
Oh, I think people have the same fight. I don't think it's just couples. I think people have the same fight. Niram, that goes to your thoughts of same people, different casts, right?
Yeah.
People play the same roles over and over again.
They do.
And you just got to work through it.
All right, let's move on to some kitchen table talk. Sis Brooke Cuz, submit your question to blacklovematters@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. It says, hey, Niram and Nyambi, my partner and I has been together for over 5 years. We're in our late 20s, and we plan on getting married, but
now we are.
But now we are focused on our career, self-development, and overall getting ourselves together. Mm-hmm. This year we are celebrating Christmas at his family house. We all get along really well. The only thing is that they have us sleep in separate beds because we're not married. So is this strange? We have been living together for the last 2 years. What are your thoughts? Should we just leave it alone, or should we bring it up? Well,
You want me to go first?
I really don't have nothing to say because Naomi parents were having me sleep in the basement for.
They just stopped.
Like
10 years.
Yes, like I would say, it's been like last year.
Yeah.
That they is like, oh, y'all can sleep in the same, and it was because we had
a house.
Yeah, we had guests.
Yeah.
And I was like, but we stay together. Y'all have been to our house and seen us sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
But I come to your house, I gotta sleep in the basement.
They give you the full.
Or you can sleep, or you can sleep in the basement with me, but I can't sleep in your bed.
I don't know. We're not the right one to ask. I believe. Overall, I think it's kind of a crazy rule, especially when you're a certain age. You've been together, fine. They're going to do what they're going to do. If they ain't slept with rules, people going to sneak out, right? But my overarching goal, they house, they rules, right? So whoever pays the cost to be the boss gets to say so. So if you pay their mortgage, though, no, you sleep where you want.
Right.
But if they pay the cost to be the boss, they pay the bills and all that, just do it. Just suck it up, right? Because y'all about to get married. It's going to be over. Just embrace it. Hopefully, sis, you get the better bed and then put him, or, I don't know if it's him, her, whatever, and your partner, put them on a hard couch or the pull-out bed. And it's just hopefully no more than 5 to 10 days.
Oh, my God.
And just embrace it. Like, because it's just their house, their rules. But no, when they come to your house, ain't no breaking up. Because the thing is, think if you was in your house and you set rule and expectation. And people's like, oh, I ain't going for that old shit. Hold on, motherfucker. You don't pay no bills. You have no say-so.
In my house.
Unless you contributed. So I always believe when it's in folks' houses, you just go with their plan. Like, now if it got to the point where they're being disrespectful or saying like real slight remarks and you feel uncomfortable, I think that's when you got to have a talk with your partner to talk with their parents, right? Because it's a part of being uncomfortable in the home. But if everything else is cool and they just make y'all go to separate beds, sis, just embrace them a couple days and spread up. Just because it's their home, right? That I don't think it's nothing more you can. And it's not even about, to being their parents, whoever it is. I think you have to respect the rules of their home. Or, if you got disposable income, get a hotel room.
Hey.
Even better.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, their house, their rules.
Yeah, their house, their rules. Especially y'all about to get married. I don't even think I would bring it up.
It is kind of weird, though.
It is weird. I mean, it's old school.
It is. It's some old school type of shit.
It's just real old school. They love the Lord. They real religion. It was just, that's probably why. They probably every night go to bed praying that you get married.
But I don't even think your parents are real religious like that.
My parents love the Lord. Don't do that.
I know they love the Lord.
Yeah.
But I don't think they real religious.
It's an old black thing. I don't know.
It is.
It's an old black thing. I don't know what else to tell you.
It is. It's crazy.
Yeah. I just don't.
My mama don't have you sleep on the couch when you come to my mom's house.
Because she likes me.
Oh. So your parents don't like me?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
I think my parents' house have a little more space. I think if we didn't have as much space, that it's just process of elimination, right? Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Well, that was a good episode.
You don't have nothing else about that? But yes, sis, don't bring it up. Like, if it's dinner's going well, y'all have a good time, y'all play taboo, you drink wine, it ain't time to be like, I want to sleep with my man. No, sis, just let him go in the basement or whatever's going, just go along with that. But like I said, if it's a point where you're feeling uncomfortable or they're saying like really slick shit, you don't have a conversation. You tell your man to go talk to his people, right?
Fuck that. Have a knockout, drag out fight.
Don't listen to Nero. And then if it continues to be uncomfortable, you remove yourself from the situation.
And tell whoever made the potato salad is nasty as hell.
She can't cook and can't use no seasoning. Chop these peppers too big for this potato salad. Too big, crunchy.
Yeah, you just gotta suck it up. It's only, it's only, hopefully it's only for a couple of days.
That's what I said. Anywhere between 2 to 7 days, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good to have a bed to yourself. You don't like having a bed to yourself sometimes?
It get cold on the other side.
It get cold probably after day 3 or 4. But the first day, I'm like, yes, Lord.
Oh, you be all stretched out?
Yep.
Then by day 3, you be sleeping on my side of the bed.
Absolutely.
Talking about you. I miss him.
Or you can make it fun, too. So I don't know how far y'all out. Maybe you can keep it spicy, right? Yeah. So you can sneak out in the middle of the night with each other, right? So, make it fun. Like, don't read too much. If this is the worst you got with your in-laws, sis, you winning.
Yeah, because some of these other in-laws.
It's crazy.
Not talking about mine, but.
Oh, I thought listen, they got their own tick too.
Uh-huh.
All right, you want to close this out?
Yeah, well, that was a good episode, baby.
Mm-hmm.
To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, head on over to our site at blacklovematters.com. We got that SoundCloud. Or you can leave us a voicemail. We love voicemails at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to you guys later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
Yeah. No, that ain't the fight you need to pick, honey.
Oh, this is the after show?
Oh, no, we're not doing no after show. I'm about to go watch Soul Train.
All right.
But I just think that ain't even, don't pick, that ain't it. Don't it, honey. And just make sure you wear something real flannel, like be covered from your neck to your toes. Wear a onesie.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.